Yes, good morning to all. Let us begin with the session. Please keep the videos on. Yes, Karthik, Anjo, Anila, what happened today? Why late? Okay, keep the videos on. Yes, so we are discussing the chapter Reconstitution of Partnership Firms. What do you mean by reconstitution? Yes, Hannah, what is reconstitution of partnership firm?
It is the changes in the agreement.
Any change in the existing agreement is called reconstitution of partnership firm. Very good. Reconstitution of partnership firm always leads to change in profit sharing ratio. Do you agree with this statement? Yes, Karthik.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why? Yes.
Ma'am, in the modes of reconstitution, everything for admission of a partner, there's change in existing profit sharing ratio, death of a partner, and retirement
Very
of
good,
partner.
very good. Right answer. All the modes of reconstitution in every situation will lead to change in profit sharing ratio. So reconstitution of a firm always leads to change in profit sharing ratio. Okay. And then first we discuss change in profit sharing ratio among existing partners. What happens in that case, Anjo? Existing partners, profits are changed. What happens there? Yes, existing partners. There is no newly admitted partner. Nobody is going out. The existing partners are changing their profit sharing ratio. So what happens? Yes, Anjo, tell me what happens. See, some of them are getting bored of discussing the same topic again and again. Quickly. So the existing partners are changing their profit sharing ratio. So what happens, Aparna?
Ma'am, some partners will gain and other partners will be sacrificing.
Yes, when the existing profit sharing ratios change, some of the partners will be gaining and they are called gaining partners, and some they would be sacrificing. There will be decrease in their profit share, so they are called sacrificing partners. And how do you find this gaining ratio or sacrificing ratio? What is the formula for that, Anila?
Ma'am, old ratio minus new ratio.
Yes, old ratio minus new ratio. Very good. Aditya, tell me the outcome. When you apply this formula, how will be the outcome? How will you conclude it?
Ma'am, if it is positive figure means sacrifice.
Very good. If it is positive figure, that means it is sacrificing partner, sacrificing share. Okay, then?
And negative figure means gaining partner.
Okay, and if it is a negative figure, they are the gaining partners. Okay, then we discussed about goodwill, the treatment of goodwill in the case of change in profit sharing ratio among existing partners. So which are the two types of goodwill, Anjo? Yes, Anjo? No? Two types of goodwill. Yes, Sharath, please keep the video on and tell me the answer fast. Because we are meeting after a long gap. We met on last Thursday. Am I right? And you all are having exam on this chapter on Thursday. Yes, yes, quickly tell me which are the two types of goodwill. Where is Sharath? Yes. Unmute and tell me the answer, please.
I don't know, ma'am.
Irfan, tell me.
Self-generated.
Self-generated goodwill,
Purchased.
purchased goodwill. And we saw the treatment of both these, the journal entries. Okay, Sharad? Don't forget what I said. Then we dealt with the topic accounting for accumulated losses. Yes, which are the losses? Who can say? Tomlin, keep the video on and tell me the answer fast. Treatment of accumulated losses or fictitious assets. Which are they, Tomlin?
Ma'am, prof.
Yes? Fast? Are you there, Tomlin?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay, write it 10 times. Now from today onwards, that is the only solution. Which are the accumulated losses? Aditya? Take down. Those who don't know, take it down. Which are the accumulated losses or fictitious assets? Correct. Say, Aditya.
Advertisement expenditure, preliminary expenses, deferred revenue expenditure, profit and loss account debit, and fictitious asset.
Okay, fictitious assets. These are the accumulated losses, and also we saw how the journal entries related to it. There are two approaches, first approach and second approach. Accordingly, the journal entries. Now tell me which are the accumulated gains. Accumulated gains. Aparna, quickly.
Ma'am, profit and loss account credit balance, general reserve or free reserve, then accumulated profit, then contingency reserve.
Okay, contingency reserve and the treatment related to accumulated gains. There also we have two types of journal entries. We will again brush up in the upcoming hours. Let me quickly cover up the topics discussed. Then what was the next thing? We discussed the accounting treatment for workmen compensation fund. Workmen compensation fund and also investment fluctuation reserve. Yes, the accounting treatment related to these two. Then coming to revaluation account. Revaluation account. What is recorded on the debit side of revaluation account? Debit side of revaluation account. Yes, Irfan.
Decrease in asset. Increase in liability. Unrecorded liability.
Okay, unrecorded liability and also new liability. Coming to the credit side, Atul, can you say the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. On the right side, that is right. Yeah, the credit side of revaluation account. What do you record? Which are the items coming on the credit side of revaluation account? Yes, yes. Anjo, ready with the answer?
Increase in assets, decrease in liability. Then
Ma'am, depreciation.
Depreciation. No. Listen to Anjo. Listen to Anjo. Yeah, Anjo, carry on.
like increase in assets and decrease in liability, unrecorded asset, loss on revaluation.
Okay. So what is the rule related to revaluation account? Anila, what is the rule?
Ma'am,
What kind of an account is a revaluation account? Revaluation account, is it a real account, nominal account, or personal account? That is my question.
nominal.
Sorry?
Nominal.
It is a nominal account. So what is the rule? Yes. Nominal account rule.
Credit all incomes and
Credit all incomes and gains.
gains and debit all
Debit all expenses and losses. credit all incomes and gains. Okay. So that is all about change in profit sharing ratio among existing partners. Okay. Now we are moving to goodwill. We have already discussed the two methods, average profit method and super profit method. Correct? No, we didn't start with super profit method. Just completed weighted average profit method. Yes, keep the videos on, please. Okay. So there are different methods for the valuation of goodwill, and what is goodwill actually? What kind of an asset is goodwill? Pavitra, can you say the answer? What kind of an account is this goodwill? Is it a current asset or fixed asset, or what is the nature of this? Pavitra, are you there? Yes, Karthik, what is goodwill?
Goodwill is a good name or the reputation of the firm.
Okay. What kind of an asset is that? Which classification?
Intangible.
Intangible and fixed asset, and goodwill is not a fictitious asset. Don't forget that. Okay. So average profit, we have three methods for the calculation of goodwill, and these method, which method to be adopted by the business, that will be pre-decided, and it will be already mentioned in the deed, in the agreement. Okay. So average profit method is over. We discussed it, and weighted average profit method was also completed. Correct? Coming to super profit method. The next method of calculation of goodwill is super profit method. So how do you find goodwill under super profit method? Here, first we will find out the super profit. What is the formula to find out super profit? This can be asked for MCQ. Super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit. Average profit minus normal profit. That is the formula to find out super profit. Okay. So what is actually super profit? It is the excess of actual profit over normal profit. The businesses will be earning some normal profit. In excess of that, additional to this normal normal profit, what is gained by the business? The additional profit compared to the normal profit. That is called super profit. So average profit minus normal profit is the formula to find out super profit. Okay. And then average profit, you know how to find out. The profits will be given for some years. You add it and divide it by the total number of years. That is how we find the average profit. So how to find normal profit? Normal profit is equal to capital employed into normal rate of return. Capital employed into NRR, normal rate of return, will give you the normal profit. Capital employed means it is the capital used by the firm to start and run the business. Whatever capital is invested in the business, that is called capital employed. Okay, and NRR, it will be usually given in the question, the normal rate, the similar firms will be earning. All the firms who have invested more or less the same amount will be earning a minimum rate of return, a normal rate of return. That is called NRR. Normally, the rate normally earned by the firms in the same industry, or it is a profit that is expected by the investor. When an investor invests some capital, he will be expecting some profit. So how much is that expected profit for his sum of investment? That is called NRR. Okay. Okay. So that's all about super profit method. You find out the super profit, then to find out goodwill, number of years of purchase will be given to you. So super profit into number of years purchase. That is goodwill. So two methods are over. Average profit method, super profit method. Keep the video on, try to keep it on. Okay. Now, the next method is capitalization method. This is another method to calculate, to find out goodwill. Under capitalization method, we have two methods. Which are they? Capitalization of average profit and capitalization of super profit. So again, capitalization method is divided into two. Capitalization of average profit and capitalization of super profit. Now, the first method, capitalization of average profit method. So here, how do you find goodwill? Goodwill is equal to capitalized value of average profit. First, we'll find out the average profit, then we will capitalize it. So that is capitalized value of average profit. From that, net asset is reduced. In the earlier two methods, we were using number of years purchased. We were multiplying with number of years purchased. That is how we calculated goodwill. Coming to this method, we don't need this number of years of purchase. And that is one way we find out from the problem which method to be adopted. If number of years purchase is given, then the calculation will be either related to average profit method or super profit method. If it is not there, then we can conclude that the method is capitalization method. Okay. So capitalized value of average profit minus net asset. So here are the steps. So average profit, you know how to find it out. Then capitalized value of average profit. How do you capitalize average profit? So first find out average profit, then just multiply it divided by 100. Multiply it into 100 by NRR. Just reciprocal, put the reciprocal, 100 by NRR. That is how you capitalize it. Okay, so capitalized value of average profit, that is there. Then how to find net asset? Net asset means it is total asset minus liabilities. Total asset minus outside liabilities. And note that the total asset should not include goodwill regarding this case. Net asset is total asset, and total asset should not include goodwill. Okay, excluding goodwill minus outside liability. So now we have everything. So goodwill is equal to capitalized value of average profit minus net asset. Yes. Keep the videos on, please. Then the next method, that is capitalization of super profit method. So earlier we were capitalizing the average profit. Now it is capitalization of super profit. So here how to find goodwill? Goodwill is equal to super profit into 100 by NRR. That is the formula. Goodwill is equal to super profit into 100 by NRR. Okay, so how to find super profit? What is the formula to find super profit? Sharath?
Average profit minus normal profit.
Very good. Super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit. So how to find average profit, Tomlin?
Ma'am, total profit by number of years.
Total profit by number of years. And how about normal profit? Anjo?
Capital employed in another by 100.
Capital employed into NRR. NRR, if it is usually it is given in the percentage form. So that means 10 by 100, 12 by 100 like that. So NRR by 100. So you get everything. And here the main thing is super profit. We need to find super profit. So for that we need average profit and normal profit. So now you know the formula to find average profit as well as normal profit. Find out super profit. Super profit into 100 by NRR. That is goodwill. Yes. So by now, we have completed all the methods of goodwill. Valuation of goodwill. Okay. So, Atul, can you tell me the methods for finding goodwill? Yes? Try. Goodwill. How many methods are there? Shubham is not there today. Yes, Irfan? Say the methods.
Average method, super profit method, capitalization method.
Okay, good. So average profit method, again we have how many methods, Anila? Average profit method. Which are the two average profit methods? Yes, Anila? You there? Okay. Yes, Aparna?
Ma'am, simple average profit method,
Simple average profit method and
weighted average profit.
weighted average profit method. Okay. Then capitalization method, which are the two? Which are the two capitalization method? Yes, Atul? Fast, fast, fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Capitalization method, which are the two methods? Karthik, explain these valuation of goodwill once again, Karthik. Listen, Atul, please listen to Karthik. Yeah.
Ma'am, capitalization of average profit and
Wait. From the beginning. How many methods are we studying regarding the calculation of goodwill? Which are they?
3 methods.
Atul, please listen. We have 3 methods. Which are they?
Average profit, super profit, and capitalization method.
Average profit, super profit, and capitalization method. These are the 3 methods. Okay, then.
Under average profit, there is simple average and weighted average profit.
Under average profit method, again, we are learning 2 methods. Simple average and weighted average. Okay. Then.
Under capitalization, there is capitalization of average profit and capitalization of super profits.
Capitalization method, again, we have 2. Capitalization of average profit, capitalization of super profit. So, in grand total, how many methods have we learned? Yes? How many are there, Tomlin?
6.
6?
6.
Is it 6? Aditya, is it 6?
Five.
It is 5, no. Simple average, we have 2 methods. Super profit method 1, capitalization 2. Am I the one weak in max? Okay, so we have 5 methods. That's it. So Atul, is it clear now? So now we are going to see the treatment of goodwill. How is this goodwill dealt in the books of accounts at the time of admission of a partner? Okay, the case is admission of a partner. New partner is joining the partnership firm. So at that time, how will we deal with this goodwill? How is this recorded in the books? Here, that is what we are going to see. Now, coming to admission of a partner, what is the significance of goodwill here? Yes. Why do we discuss the topic goodwill regarding this admission? Keep the video on, please. Keep it on. Yes, anyone? We are going to start with admission. And we know admission means a new partner is coming to the partnership firm. That is admission. Okay. So, what is the significance of goodwill here? Yes, anyone? Quickly. Why is the goodwill important here? If you don't know the meaning of significance. Why is goodwill important?
When new partner comes in, old partners are sacrificing.
Very good. Once again, repeat it.
When new partner comes in, old partners are sacrificing their share of profit. So
Okay.
goodwill will be shared among all partners.
Okay, that's right. Good answer. That is the point. And it is related to the rights enjoyed by the new partner. When the new partner comes into the firm, he is getting 2 important rights. Which are they? 2 rights enjoyed by the new partner. Yes?
Right to share the profits of the firm and right to share.
Yes, right. Very good. Very good. Right to share the assets of the firm and also right to share the profits of the business. Okay. Right to share the assets of the firm. For that, what should the partner do? The new partner?
Bring his share of capital.
Bring his share of capital. Okay. And coming to right to share in the profits of the business. That is a point Anila said. The existing partners are sacrificing their profit share for this new partner. For that, as they are sacrificing, the new partner is compensating. He is giving them some compensation for their sacrifice. And for that, what is the new partner doing? Yes, Tomlin, what is the new partner doing for that? Try. The extra money brought by the new partner, that is called goodwill. Goodwill is also called
Premium.
premium. Very good. Premium. Okay, premium. And now this goodwill or the premium brought by the new partner, that we are giving to whom? To whom is it given?
Old partners.
Old partners. We are giving it to the old partners for the sacrifice made by them. So this goodwill will be distributed to them in which ratio?
Old ratio.
No. The new goodwill, the premium that is brought by the new partner is shared among the old partners in the sacrificing ratio. Don't forget that. It is for this that we find out the sacrificing ratio. Only this goodwill, the extra money brought by the new partner, that only is shared with the existing partners in the sacrificing ratio. Is it clear? Okay. See, after discussing this, I'll be giving you some questions from a question bank. Then you will understand why I am explaining all these story. Because as you know, you will be given some case study. You should analyze it and then you have to answer. Okay. So that's it. So understood the significance of goodwill now. So goodwill, valuation of goodwill is very important, because only if the new partner brings his share of premium, then only he can enjoy the extra profit, the super profits of the firm. Now, how is this dealt with in the books of accounts? The treatment of this goodwill in the books at the time of admission. That is what we are going to discuss. Okay. Now, the treatment of goodwill, we have two methods. Two methods. The first one is premium method. The first method is premium method, and the next one is revaluation method. Revaluation method. Okay. So treatment of goodwill at the time of admission, we have two methods. Premium method, revaluation method. What is this premium method? The incoming partner is bringing some money. He is bringing goodwill in the form of cash. Okay? He is taking some cash along with him. The incoming partner, that is the new partner, has to bring in some amount in order to compensate the old partners for their sacrifice in future profit. It is termed as his share of goodwill and also called premium. That is the first case. Premium method. Premium means goodwill. It is another word for goodwill. So he is bringing some money. Who's bringing? The new partner is bringing money along with him. Okay, that is premium method. And we have another method, that is revaluation method. Here, due to some reasons, the new partner is not bringing money, not bringing his share of goodwill in cash. Okay, and let me tell you one thing, this goodwill, no, it can be brought in the form of cash or also kind. K-I-N-D, kind. What do you mean by kind here? What does that mean? Either cash or in kind? Yes? Yes, yes, fast. Kind means what?
Services.
Sorry? You're right. Louder, please.
Services, like not money.
It is not the monetary, the liquid cash. Instead of that, the building or assets or any other form. Okay, that is what we mean by kind. Not only in cash, sometimes in the form of some assets. It could be a machinery. It could be some furniture. Anything. That also can be brought as goodwill. Goodwill. We know we know this regarding the case of capital. Capital means it is not only the cash. It can be assets. It can be anything. Okay, invested by the business. Similarly, goodwill also. It is not only in the form of cash, also in the form of kind. K-I-N-D, kind. Okay. So, in the second method, that is a revaluation method, he is not bringing goodwill in the form of cash. But instead of that, we are creating a goodwill account. Okay? Actually, he is not bringing goodwill, but we are creating a goodwill account. A goodwill account is raised in the books by giving necessary credit. We'll discuss it then. Anyway, the basic difference is that premium method means he is actually bringing some money. Revaluation method means he is not bringing money. Instead of that, we are simply creating a goodwill account. Understand the difference? Okay.